Right, so we've got the glass and the body nice, working nice together. So let's get the wheels working as well. So we need the actual points from the simulation. So I'm just going to dive into here, and I'm just going to copy this, and from here we get the points. Okay, the simulated points. So I'll just call this out body wheel sim points, and then dive back into here. Press escape is trying to do this deformation. Just let that calculate. Okay, and then let's grab an object merge here, and then grab the point. So that would be in the body wheel sim, body wheel sim points, and then obviously we actually need the wheels themselves as well. So I think we generated a null, which was like wheels frame 77, something like that. So wheel prep, wheel frame 77, there we go. Okay, so obviously I just want the wheel points here. I'm going to swap these around actually. Okay, plug that in, and then on the points we're going to delete name is wheel. Delete non-selected, and there we go. We got just a point for each wheel there. And then we're not going to use point deform, but a transform pieces. Transform pieces, which is which basically uses points. Okay, rest points and template points, which are animated to move your geometry, and it does that based on the name attributes. Now the name attribute here is not the same as the name attribute here, right? We change the name attribute after. So if I plug this in as it is now, so the template points here, and then the rest on the other side, which I think should be frame 77. Okay, plug that in there, and then my geometry in here. And then if we view that, we'll get, obviously it's not what the car is doing. Is kind of working, they're being moved and transformed and rotating a bit, but they're not, it's not right. So we just basically need this name on here. So I could just use a attribute transfer. Okay, and grab that from here and grab another time shift for frame 77 because this is animated. Okay, and then we'll transfer across that name attribute basically. I'll find the name here, and hopefully, let's see, is that working now? There we go, that seems about right now. So if I won't do this, I'll just grab the simulation geometry just to check it quickly. Just to check that they, kind of line up, right? There we go, let's do that. There we go, so they seem to line up correctly now. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so we've got the wheels. Now, I'm also going to bring in here let's see, how can we do it? Yeah, I'll just do a switch. So I'll merge everything here together. So grab them and grab this. Okay, and that will take some time to do the bending. Okay, and then let's do a switch, right? So I'll switch from the original animation to our simulation basically. So we need to bring in that original animation. I'll just do it down here. So in the body fracture we have body with animation. Grab that. Okay, and then the same for the wheels. So I'm getting that original animation that we imported right at the beginning. Wheels with anim. Okay, merge them together. Okay, because all of this just starts at frame 77, so I want to, obviously we need the bits before that as well, and then just plug that in here. Let's just check it. Okay, so at frame 66, we got that nice animation. And then at frame 77, I want to go from here to here. So we could just do that in here. And I'll basically say $F, so it's like an if statement. If the frame is more than, we'll do 76, because we need it on frame 77 to be on this side, switch over. Okay, so if we come here now, we should see that that's switched over now to the other side. Okay, so if I go back, we're there, and then forward, we're here. And then if I come here, we got the glass as well. We could just do, let's just do this quickly. You know, I'm not, whether we do this with a render or not, I'm not sure. Let's come to the glass here, and I'll basically just add an empty null, right? So here, and then a null. So this will do the same thing. It will just switch from nothing before. So we'll just see the render, the original geometry, and then at frame 77, we get our simulation there. Okay, and then let's just get the camera, and then just the collider. I'll just drop it in here quickly. Let's see, where are you? In the sim, so body wheel sim, out call, there we go. We might change this later for, you know, setting up our materials and stuff. But I just want something, right? I'm just going to set up camera really quickly, just so we can get some kind of flipbook of this. About there's fine, and then we can see the crash. Looks cool. One thing I just noticed there, we do need to do, let me go back a bit further. There, so can you see, let me leave the camera there, turn this off. And if I come here, look at that, we've got some weird kind of spikes there, and that's a result of this point deform. Okay, so I'm just going to push up the radius for that. Let's try, I don't know, 5. There we go. See that, smooth that out. So the radius, you know, is more, all of these points are deforming more of the points basically, so it's kind of generalizing it more. It's still a bit weird, but that's fine. It's still a bit bumpy, but it looks like bent metal now, so that's fine. Okay, so that's, I'll just try a quick flipbook from this camera here. That looks good. Just come out here, let's just put it to smooth shaded, and then we'll have the glass from there as well. I don't know whether we want to, I'll just quickly drop a, let's see, skylight. Just, we got some lights, turn that off. Okay, so let's just do a quick flipbook of this. I'll do, so frame, let's see, where do we see the car? 52 to 150 will do. Okay, 52 to frame 150. Let's check that out. Right, so got that flipbook all done. You know, it looks really nice, really good. I'm just looking at the kind of time where it flips over. So frame from 76 to 77. You know, you can't really see. I'm just looking at the rotation of the wheels and everything. You know, it looks. You can't tell that we're switching over. And we get this nice deformation on the metal, the glass kind of popping. You can see the kind of shape there. Those kind of. You know, we're getting a mixture of that kind of typical glass shape and then all those tiny little fragments as well, and they just kind of burst out the side, and this one holds together but also cracks a bit. So we're getting, you know, lots of different stuff going on here, lots of layers. We've got the wheels bending and you know, moving a little bit as if they have suspension, then bouncing up under the weight of the car, and then holding the car. We get a little bit of bounce there, but you know, hopefully not too much. The car rolling just a little bit, and then coming back on itself. So yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm happy with that.